Some of those physical practices, and that's what they've had in training camp.
Harrison Butker kicks it off. Mario Williams on the return for the Rams across the 20, and he is buried at the 27-yard line. And now for the players to watch, brought to you by T-Mobile.
Him, once he gets in there, what type of work he's going to put in.
Rams 1st and 10. Stetson Bennett, the quarterback. And he'll hand it off. And not much room to work with there for Jarquez Hunt.
Off the field, they let him have one snap. They stopped the run. They plugged it up right in the middle. And he's got his hands up in the air coming off the field like, wait, what is going on? But Peter Woods went in to replace him in the middle.
Again, it's Hunter, the ball carrier, and he gets it to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, bringing up 3rd down. Chris Roland Wallace there to make the So Trent McDuffie was in the slot the last several seasons and did it very well. It'll now be Chris Roland Wallace at that spot. He was undrafted out of USC back in 2024. See if the Chiefs defense can get off the field. 3rd down. From the shotgun, Bennett with time delivers, and that's behind the intended target. He was looking for C.J. Daniels, so a 3-and-out for the Rams.
Well, 3rd down defense wasn't able to get him off the field here in this first possession. Bennett throws that behind, but good coverage there by Williams.
Ethan Evans on to punt. Nico Remigio is deep for the Chiefs. He's standing at his own 11-yard line. Remigio from his own 10. Trying to get to the outside. Good return for Remigio and solid field position for the Chiefs. This will be our first look at Justin Fields in a Chiefs uniform in his 6th year with what he can do in the ground attack. Kenneth Walker is the running back, and they're going to move Fields to his left, and he completes the pass. Jalen Royals makes the catch. Last year, a 4th-round pick out of Utah State.
Well, I think it's important to point out it's the consistency, I think, that people have been looking for throughout his career, and he's had a really good training camp up to this point. He's going to have a lot of opportunity here in the preseason because of the way they're holding back Patrick Mahomes coming off of that injury.
Fields sets up the screen. Rashard Smith making guys miss. 1st down and more for Smith. And he's dragged down at the 41-yard line. Big focus of training camp, the screen game. Looked pretty good right there.
Well, we've talked about last year his ability as a receiver. That's what he was for a long time, and now trying to transition over to running back. Get the ball in his hands in open field. He's able to make people miss. And then he has that extra gear that a lot of people don't have, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
One of the things they really focus on this more explosive plays out of the running backs. 1st and 10. And they give it to Smith. And Smith on the left side gets it close to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 for at SMU, where he was a running back for his final season in college, but 3 years as a wide receiver at Miami. Second and 7. All 3 receivers to the right of Justin Fields. And Fields, a little screen out there. Cyrus Allen, and Allen has a 1st down, but there is a flag back at the Chiefs' 48-yard line. Cyrus Allen, a lot of buzz about him during camp.
Pass interference. Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Trent, I know that fans are going to be disappointed that it's coming back, but that's a look at Cyrus Allen.
That wide receiver position is going to be so critical here throughout training camp, and you talked about Smith and the running backs and the running game, really trying to find who's going to be number 2, 3, 4 behind Kenneth Walker, getting some opportunities here with this starting offensive line.
2nd and 17. On the delay, it's Rashard Smith, and he cannot break the tackle. Offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy has been dealing with some challenges away from football. We certainly have our thoughts.
Solidified, and he's been able to get back with the team. Obviously, we were thinking about him and his family, and just the energy he's brought. They've talked about it the entire offseason. The demand that he places on the players and what he expects from them has really changed things at practice and transferred over into training camp as well.
3rd and 18. Justin Fields, good protection, and he completes it. It's not going to be nearly enough for the 1st down. Noah Gray makes the catch, gain of 10 on the play, and the Chiefs will be forced to punt.
Giving your quarterback plenty of time. Take it, Gray, right over the middle, sitting down between the two linebackers and pick up the yardage. It's the thing I like there is he didn't try forcing it downfield to pick up the first down, force it into coverage, cause a turnover. Instead, take the completion over the middle for a good chunk of yards and give you better field position.
Matt Ariza on the punt, coming off his best season with the Chiefs. Xavier Smith back for the Rams from his own 10. Makes a couple guys miss. And then tackled at the 20-yard line. Melvin Smith with the tackle on special teams. We've gotten a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's got the headset on.
With a historic head coach and just the way he coaches them up, it's pretty special, the bond that they all have.
Rams keep it on the ground. It's Hunter, and he gets to the edge. And Hunter will pick up another Rams first down. Finally forced out of bounds by Melvin Smith. Gain of...
Good bounce to the outside in the running game there. The Chiefs lose leverage on the outside, and that leaves it open to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 for the Rams. 6 minutes gone by. Opening quarter, preseason opener here at Arrowhead on a sticky, warm afternoon. Jordan Waters now the running back, and the play fake to him. Sets it Bennett completes it. It's Xavier Smith making another catch and quickly stopped there by Noel Williams. And Noel Williams, a guy, Trent, who's expected.
So far, he's doing well.
They love his mentality. They refer to him. He's like a bulldog out there. They hand it off to Waters, and Waters fighting hard for extra yards, and he's close to another first down. Let's see where they mark it. It is going to be a first down for the Rams. And they want to go quickly here after the gain of 8. They keep it on the ground with Hunter, and that's a really good tackle. Bassa makes the tackle. Bassa, a 2nd-round pick a year ago. Check that 5th-round pick a year ago, and they like his speed.
Well, Andy Reid talked to us. We were mentioning to him, hey, what are some of the battles that you're looking to? And Bassa is one of those categories, and obviously trying to find some depth at that position behind Tranquil and Bolden.
Play action for Bennett. On the move, gets it to Brennan Presley, and Presley first down and more for the Rams. This is a good-looking drive here for the Los Angeles Rams. Alohi Gilman forces him out of.
Both sides running this early in the game, and that's just the bootleg outside. And if you lose outside contain, leave that flat open. It's an easy pitch and catch, easy drive starter. Good play call. Get the ball in the guy's hands, open field, and Rams able to take advantage of it there.
1st and 10. Bennett hands it off. It's Hunter, and big hole there, and Hunter gets it.
Chiefs was top 10 last year, 9th in the NFL, only giving up 106 yards a game on the ground. So far this drive, though, the Rams offensive line has been able to get some big chunks.
2nd and short. Hunter's the running back. The give is to Hunter, and he tries to plow his way for a first down. He's close. He's just shy of the 10-yard line. For the pillars of this franchise. And they throw for the first down. They complete it. They get it to Mark Redmond, the tight end. And Jaden Hicks came up with a sure tackle, but not before the Rams were able to get it. It sets up 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Good tackle by Hicks, but even better catch by Redmond, and it's all on his back shoulder to be able to turn around and control that and hang on to the ball after the big hit by Hicks.
It's Hunter. And Hunter will be stopped after a gain of a couple. Gilman from his safety spot in there to make the play. And he gives them a veteran back there, Trent. Gilman now in his 7th year out of Notre Dame.
Yeah, it is back there, and Gilman's going to give that to him. As we said, a lot of changes in that secondary, trying to get things solidified.
2nd and goal. The give is to Hunter, and no place to go. He'll be wrapped up. Melvin Smith and some other Chiefs in on the stop. Bennett with time to the end zone. Fight for it, incomplete. Great defense. Jaden Hicks makes the play for the Chiefs. They were looking for Max Clare, the tight end, but well defended, and now the Rams will attempt a short field goal.
Well, Bennett gets away from it. He throws it a little bit short. Hicks undercuts it. I thought he was going to come up with the...
Harrison Mevis on for a 25-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Rams marching a receiver at tight end. You can see him in some different packages. Harrison Mevis, the kick. And there'll be no return this time. And let's check in for the first time this preseason with Matt McMullen.
Hey guys, let's talk about Justin Fields a little bit as he comes out here. His coaching style out here, he appreciates everything he does as a coach. And guys, Fields hasn't had a lot of stability in his career. He's on his 5th offensive coordinator in 5 seasons. But if there's one place he can unlock his obvious potential, it's here in Kansas City.
That's great stuff, Matt. No gain there on the plate. Trent, one of the things that really stood out during our conversation with Andy Reid the other day was he was talking about how smart Justin Fields is. Actually, the quote was, "That's one smart dude." He said in terms of all the verbiage, they're a wordy offense, but he's handled it perfectly.
Well, and that's the thing. Anytime you come into a new system, and we just got hearing from Matt that it's 5 different systems, different coordinators, and being able to pick that up and step in the huddle, and that was one of the things that coach has been impressed with.
That is complete. It's Andrew Armstrong making the play, and he has definitely flashed during training camp. They love his size. 6'4".
Well, a nice throw here by Justin Fields, putting it to the outside shoulder. McDonald bringing it in, and or Armstrong bringing it in, and as impressive as you said, he's had an outstanding camp. Every day he's showing up at practice, whether it's on the deep ball because of his size, but he has more speed than I think a lot of people give him because it doesn't necessarily translate, but he's been doing a good job all of camp.
Fields now has completions to 4 different receivers. He's got plenty of time. Now he'll scramble to his right. And he's thinking about taking off and running, and he'll just step out of bounds. Cam Lampkin, the corner, forced him out of bounds for the Rams. Call it a gain of 1 on the play.
Well, Fields is being smart with the football. So far, 4 for they ended up having a punt there, but the nice throw to Armstrong on the outside, that time making a good decision, not forcing a ball downfield on first down, and picking up a yard.
The give is to Brashard Smith, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's well defended by the Rams. Called a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Chiefs. There is Kenneth Walker, the Super Bowl MVP. When we talked to Coach Reid about him, he said, look, when we saw him in the postseason,
and he can do everything, and that's what we're expecting him to do.
3rd down, Fields. Gets it out to Smith. Smith trying to make a guy miss. And he's working hard. There is a flag on the play. He is shy of the 1st down. Stopped just inside the Rams 40. So let's see what the flag's all about.
Offense number 75. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
So the Rams will accept the penalty and back the Chiefs up. That goes against Ethan Driscoll.
Well, after the first series going with that starting offensive line, they've, as you've seen with Driscoll, being in there at right tackle around the 40-yard line, this is the time for you to go for those 4th downs, but we'll see what they can pick up here on 3rd.
3rd and 20. Fields with time. Now he'll move out to his right. And now he'll take off and run and step out of bounds near midfield. Tanner Engel was there to make sure he didn't try to pick up more yards. Chiefs will be forced to punt. Matt Ariza back out there.
Good coverage by the Rams downfield. Nowhere for him to go with the football. You saw they were only rushing 4, dropping.
Good at pinning teams inside the 20. Let's see if he can do it here. Xavier Smith, fair catch at his own 9-yard line. So well done by Matt Ariza. 41-yard punt. Nothing on the return. We'll get
back.
That's great. What a summer it was for the city of Kansas City. The Rams, a short gain. That'll be the final play of the opening quarter. The 2026 preseason underway here at Arrowhead.
This is the end of the first quarter.
After one quarter here Los Angeles leads.
And to focus on the things that you control, which is your practice every day, and how you're going to perform on Sunday. And that's a message that the coaches also hammered home with the team.
One of the central messages has to focus around
about the game of football and the Kansas City Chiefs. The work that he put in for 7 months to get himself ready so that he could be full go at training camp was really amazing. And I know every Chiefs fan like me was so excited to hear that not only is he likely to be ready for the... Yeah, it was really a dream come true for our family. And the city of Kansas City did a great job of hosting games. Everywhere that I went during the tournament, that's just what I heard was how special Kansas City was doing in terms of welcoming fans here. Arrowhead, they raved about it as a venue for the World Cup. I will say it looked a little, to have him have his first World Cup hat trick right here in Arrowhead. How special was that?
Oh, solid play there for the Chiefs. They pick up the first down. And I want to talk to you about the new stadium. It's so exciting for Chiefs King.
External and an internal architecture standpoint. But at the same time, it's modern and it's a facility that will last 50, 60 years and really be a great asset for everybody in the region.
Well, and you talked about the design and what it looks like in the tribute to Arrowhead and the architects, local architects, right?
Yeah, an absolute facility. Two great firms, and we couldn't be more thrilled to be working with local folks on it.
First down here. Nussmeier in the rookie quarterback, and he's going to get flushed out to his right, buys some time, and then throws that one away. Last question for you, Clark. This is a charity game, and I know it's really important. It's one of the things that's a
this year's beneficiaries, Jackson County CASA. This is the third year they've been a beneficiary. They do incredibly important work for foster children who are going through very tough times. So it's a great organization. We're thrilled to be able to support it. And I think it's really just a
We appreciate you spending time with us, and we wish you the best of luck in the 2026 season.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, great to be on with both of you.
Nussmeier here. He's going to move to his left and then throw it back across, and it's Remigio with the catch. And he has enough for a Chiefs first down at the Rams 33-yard line. Gain of 17 on the play. We've got a timeout on the field. We have an injured player for the Rams. We will take 3 for 4, 29 yards for the rookie. Moving to his left, completes it.
He's had an impressive camp, Ari. It really, every time he's had an opportunity, he gets in there, he's making quick decisions, gets the ball out of his hands. Nice rate throughout camp.
Emmett Johnson in at running back, the former Nebraska Cornhusker, and he gets it close to the 25-yard line. Trent, we had a chance to visit in person with Emmett at training camp this week. There's a lot to like about this young man.
It really, it was impressive just hearing his story. Right? You want everybody to do well, but after being able to spend 20 minutes with him, and yeah, you can understand why this kid's so impressive. Really
impressive. Was an All-American last year for Nebraska. To give you a tiny bit of the backstory, his parents escaped Liberia during
was a great student while he was at Nebraska.
And there he is with the football, the stiff arm, trying to get to the outside. Johnson inside the 10, and a late flag comes in. Brining stole the tight end, gave a great block on the outside, but let's see what the call is.
First down.
That goes against Cam Lampkin. So first and goal coming up for the Chiefs. Oh, check that, it's Darrell Peterson. Oh, yeah.
That would be good timing.
Hey, he understands television.
Yes, exactly.
First and goal at the 5. The toss to Johnson. Cuts it back. He's fighting. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Flag on the play. This one might be coming back.
Holding. Offense number 6, 10-yard penalty.
Hunter Norzad guilty of the hold.
Norzad right here in the middle. Didn't see a whole lot from that angle.
Not a lot there.
Must have been that right arm that was preventing him from going back the other direction, because it was a cutback. So a lot of times what happens is the linemen end up getting you hooked.
First and goal now from the 15. Nussmeier, he's in trouble and will just get rid of it and manages to complete it to Johnson. And good job defensively there by the Rams. Monty Rice held him up, and some of his teammates came to Travis's back for his 14th season with the Chiefs. Nussmeier going to roll out to his right, and he'll throw, and that is knocked down, almost picked off. A.Z. Hamilton makes the play, the rookie. Trey Watson in motion. And they'll keep it on the ground. And not much doing there, just a gain of a couple. So Harrison Butker will trot out onto the field to attempt a field goal and to try to tie this game. Holder. Harrison Butker coming off another terrific season. Now in his 10th season. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Harrison Butker to kick it off. It'll be Mario Williams from his own 9-yard line. Williams cuts it across the 25-30. Across the 35, good return for Mario Williams.
And across your lines, but who's going to contribute on special teams? And there's a number of players that will be making this team exclusively because of what they're able to do on special teams.
Well, this is certainly of note. This is our first look at Ty Simpson, the first-round draft pick for the Rams in at quarterback. A lot of people were very surprised that he got picked by the Rams. Not that he was necessarily a first-round pick, but
like I said, they've really invested a lot in Bennett, and they think a lot about Bennett. But Ty Simpson obviously getting drafted as high as he did, and going to get some opportunities, to make an impact here. And I think they want Stafford to play a few more years, though.
For sure. As long as he's willing and able, right?
Playing at that MVP level like he was last year.
Simpson, a good throw there to Mark Redmond. Big gain there for the Rams. And this throw is on target to Tyler Scott. So good start to this drive for Ty Simpson. Simpson, 6'2", 208.
That you can learn from. And then, of course, McVay and what the offense has done throughout kind of his career as a coach, both as assistant coach and as you guys didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me.
He was there. He was there.
Hanging with coach.
2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground with Waters, and that's well defended by the Chiefs. Whole group of guys in red jerseys there, including Jaden Hicks. A loss of a yard on the play. Hicks has made several plays.
Hicks has always shown flashes, and this is the thing. He's going to get up there. He's not afraid to tackle. He's not afraid to get into the box. You look throughout his career, his run support has been outstanding. They just need to see more consistency in the pass game. And I think you look at his contributions a year ago, secondary, so he's going to have opportunities.
Simpson the throw, and the catch is made, but a good tackle immediately. Another play by Hicks as he brings down C.J. Daniels.
And we all know how Spags likes to use safeties, right? He get
from the left hash mark. Kick is on its way, and it's right down the middle. The Los Angeles Rams, Reed Johnson is back there. May get a chance at a return here. Mevis is ready to kick it off. Battle of field goals so far, 6-3 Rams. It's actually Johnson and E.J. Smith are deep this time. A short kick. It'll be E.J. Smith from the 11. Across the 30, across the 35, and brought down at the 42, E.J. Smith. The son.
200 reps a day on the jugs machine, and that habit actually started back in high school, pushed by his older brother Charles, who took it on himself to help develop his game since her parents do not come from a football background. Charles and their mom Precious are in the stands today.
I'm rooting for everybody, but he's going to be.
But a good throw there by Nussmeier to start the drive off.
And Nussmeier looking to throw, and that was on time, looking for Jared Wiley, and they're saying no catch. For Curran, make a bunch of new friends, 89 of them here on the Chiefs roster. I think it's actually officially 91 still at this time of year. Blitz is coming. Nussmeier's in trouble, and he'll go down, but a flag comes in. I think Keir Thomas might have been offsides there.
See him running the ball here. Go ahead and get it down to the 2-minute warning. You got all 3 timeouts.
Emmett Johnson there.
Holding, 10-yard penalty, second down.
That'll back the Chiefs up.
Well, we've got a string of penalties here. Consecutive snaps.
Hey, for a preseason game.
Back and forth, right.
The first quarter was pretty clean for the opening preseason game of the season. Of Garrett Nussmeier. 2nd and 11. Nussmeier looking left, throws, and that is complete at the 41-yard line. Cyrus Allen makes the catch, the rookie out of Cincinnati. 5th round.
Chiefs have high hopes for him.
They hope he's going to potentially be the 4th wide receiver. It's Emmett Johnson on the screen, showing some speed inside the 35 and out of bounds at the 30. Picks up the first down. There is a flag down, however. Chiefs can keep this drive going. 2 for 5 on 3rd down so far. In the shotgun. Nussmeier, nice pocket. Plenty of time, delivers, it's high, but it's caught, and guess who? Cyrus Allen goes up and makes a spectacular catch. Great stuff, Matt. Nussmeier pump fake and then dumps it to Emmett Johnson, and Johnson makes a guy miss, falls forward, and has enough for a Chiefs first down. Jackson Moy makes the tackle for the Rams. And the Chiefs will use clock. Plenty of time to work with here. Nussmeier. And he'll just throw that one away. Emmett Johnson was in the vicinity. He had Johnson early in the play, but decided not to go. It looked like he had a little room on the outside.
Well, he was looking. He was trying for the home run. He was watching Armstrong out to the right, who had a skinny post. A good decision on his part not to pull it because safety was back there.
Flag before the start of the play.
Ball start. Offense number 50. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down. The clock was not running. There is no 10.
The vets talk about him, you know, what he's brought back to the meeting rooms, practice field, just being around.
2nd and 15. Play action. They want to set up the screen, and they do. Briningstoll, good gain on the play. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd down situation. The screen game has looked good here in the first half. 10 yards on the play.
Not using that final timeout. Keeping the clock moving. The Rams do have all 3 timeouts on their side.
And they believe they're going to use one. So they want to conserve a little.
And then DeMarco Murray taking over as running back coach, working with the whole slate of new running backs.
Nussmeier throws and looking for Allen. A little miscommunication there. So the Chiefs will be forced to try a field goal to try to tie the game at 6. From the left hash mark, Ariza into hold. James Winchester, the longtime long snapper, does his job, and Butker right down the middle. Game time. Presley and Scott are deep. It'll be Brennan Presley on the return across the 20, 25. Makes a guy miss, and he bounces off a couple guys. And Presley out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Good return there.
Well, you're always talking with 25 seconds left to try and keep the Rams from scoring.
Ty Simpson, the quarterback, pump fake, and then he'll deliver to the tight end, Max Clare, who makes the catch and then gets out of bounds. 52 yards. Simpson with time, and he'll throw it again. It's Clare, and he makes the catch, forced out of bounds. 11 yards on the play.
And keeping those 2 timeouts in your pocket, so now you can work the middle of the field if you want.
Simpson, another completion, and that was a nifty move on the outside there. Now Xavier Smith has had a real good first half for the Rams.
Well, now it's a time thing. 6 seconds. Or 1 big throw to the end zone if that's what you decide to do.
Simpson. And that throw was a little behind his target, but Claire makes the catch, gets out of bounds with 1 second remaining in the half.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Hey, we're the same age, so I'm putting myself in the same group.
It.
No chance for a return here for DeMercado. I'm looking forward to seeing
or Emmett Johnson, sorry.
It's Brashard Smith on the carry, and not much there. Did good job to pick up 3 yards on the play.
But I thought that was telling when we talked to Coates the other day. You know, he's like, we got a bunch of different guys. Who's going to be the 2, the 3? You know, how is this going to shape out? I know who's going to be that guy, those guys on the depth chart.
And how many running backs will they keep? And all those decisions will be coming up in the next few weeks for GM Brett Veach and the entire staff. So a lot of work will be done over the past few weeks. And Nussmeier there, he'll learn from that. He might want to have thrown and got rid of that, but he steps out of bounds with it. Tim Keenan brought the pressure for the Rams.
Ends are coming off the field. Travis is like right there on the edge of the field, ready to hammer home a point that he saw, maybe something that he saw during the series. And so you see a lot of the veteran guys. We've seen Mahomes do that as well with the other quarterbacks. Nice move there by Smith.
Very nice move. It seems a real part of the culture here. The older guys take the younger guys. And then Xavier Smith waits at his own 10. Ariza the boot. A high boot, an angled kick. And Smith from his own 12 tiptoes along the sideline and out of bounds near the 25-yard line. There is a flag on the play back at midfield.
How it was done, and even go back to the Giants. I mean, it's the 3 Super Bowls here in Kansas City. You know, done differently in terms of how he called based on the personnel that he had and the way that he wanted to pressure quarterbacks and cause confusion. It's obviously, I think he should be in the Hall of Fame someday. Hopefully more assistant coaches get an opportunity to be in the Hall.
2nd and 6 for the Rams. Simpson in the shotgun. And they will keep it on the ground. Dean Connors with it. 1st down and more for the Rams. Jaden Hicks makes the tackle. Hicks has been busy.
Made the point that if they're not going to play, why travel them? So, you know, we had anticipated talking about Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson just because they had been here.
And I would think those guys would be like, come on. Like, we want to go back to Arrowhead. We want to see our friends.
That's it. But you can't fault the philosophy.
Yeah. Simpson the throw, and he has really liked Max Clare today. That's at least the 3rd completion between those 2.
And Ari, I had the Rams a couple times last year. Jared Verse is a heck of a player.
You
know, so when you put that as part of the trade package, Cleveland feels good about getting a young player.
Right.
But Myles Garrett has set the bar for a number of years in terms of what he brings. And if he's able to talk retirement and, you know.
Simpson the throw, and
I don't know if
Max Clare.
I don't know if you've seen any of that. Like, he's almost in better shape not playing than he was when he was playing. If that's hard to believe.
I mean, he is so fit that he looks like he's like generated by AI. You're like, how can a human being haven't figured out yet?
Yeah, I think that's a big question for a lot of people. How they're going to make that work. And
DeJesus backtracking from his own 8-yard line. He dances first, then trying to get to the sideline, stumbles and gets it to the 13-yard line. 66 yards on the punt. We'll get another look at the Chiefs offense. His running back just to his right. And Johnson has it. And Johnson getting some help. Offensive line keeps on pushing. And something that could have been no gain turns into a productive 1st down for Emmett Johnson. One of the things that Emmett Johnson told us about that I thought was interesting is that playing for Matt Rule at Nebraska. The toss to Emmett Johnson, showing a little burst there. And he's going to be a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Daniel Rickert made the play. 3rd and a long one. Cyrus Allen coming into the game. He had a couple of catches in the first half. He looked good out there. The rookie from Cincinnati. The give is to Johnson's got the first down, keeps churning those legs, and gets it to the 34-yard line. Strong carry there for Emmett Johnson. Alex Cook made the tackle.
Now teams are going more of a shell defense, keeping things in front. So now you see teams going back to more of a run offense.
Nussmeier there, can't complete it to the tight end. Briningstoll.
You see more teams going to multiple tight ends. You see more teams going under center more than just exclude. I just see that as more of a trend this season as well.
Emmett Johnson, good blocking, and Johnson keeps on going and picks up a cheap. Johnson 28 rush yards on this drive. And this is Brashard Smith. And he gets good blocking, picks up 7 yards on the play.
So they decide to give Johnson a break. He goes over the side, gets a drink, gets cooled down a little bit. Two guys that come up to him. Kenneth Walker, who's helping him out right in his ear right now. And Sua Matai comes over, offensive lineman.
On the ground is Brashard Smith into some space, bounces it to the outside. More than enough for another Chiefs first down. Hamilton brings him down, 7 yards on the air. And it's Smith, and Smith breaks the tackle, and Brashard Smith gets it close to the 40-yard line. Running backs have looked good.
Developing guys that you can plug and play if you have to move them up during the season because of injuries.
Emmett Johnson, another carry. He picks up a few yards there. It's going to bring up third and real manageable situation. All 48 yards on this drive.
It's been fun watching him at up at training camp, getting after the guys, ball security. You know, it's a lot of new guys on that side.
Emmett Johnson, and he's about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. They need to get to the 35, and I see Harrison Butker trot on the field.
Oh, he's trying.
Yeah. They're going to go for it, right?
He and Winchester were out by. Fourth, they can't pick it up that way.
4th and short. Emmett Johnson, the tailback.
Well, and they got their own guy.
Yep. Going to be a false start. Try to match his best from a year ago. He has the 3rd most points in franchise history. The boot is on the way, has the distance, and it is good. Harrison Butker from 59 yards, and the Chiefs have taken.
And now I understand why Matt gave us that report that they were ranked, number 2 and number 3 coming out.
Connors there, that was a great tackle.
Heck of an open field tackle.
They might still be running.
That saved one there.
Yeah, Wampa made the play.
We're looking at the young guys getting some O-line rotations today. What are you seeing? What are you picking up?
Yeah, just a lot of talent. There's talent all over the place on the offensive line room. So it's been awesome to see. Got to clean up on the penalties some, but you guys are playing hard. They're going, so it's good to see.
You said you took kind of a different approach to the offseason. You wanted to be even more locked in. Preemptive congratulations. I know you're getting married in March. This offseason, there are quite a few weddings in the Chiefs locker room. Do you feel completely ready for your own wedding dance floor after seeing some of your teammates?
Oh, yeah. No, we're excited. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. So.
Number 1 dancer on the team at a wedding. Last question for you, Creed.
I'm going to go with Trey. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got some moves. Yeah, Trey's got some moves.
Importantly, 85 straight starts to start his career. Simpson in trouble. He's going to scramble out to his right. Buying time, will throw, and that is complete. Dean Connors makes the play, so Simpson did well there to work out of trouble. Not nearly enough for a first down. Trey's also 27, and then Jalen Moore's 28, or whether it be Benson, and Benson's only 23.
Yeah,
it's a pretty young group.
Good. That's great.
DeJesus from his own 9. Tried to get to the outside. Now he's going to cut it back and pick up a few yards. Solid return there. 58-yard punt. Running back, he's to the left of Nussmeier. Play action. Nussmeier in some trouble, and he'll go down. Sack. Big loss on the play. Desjuan Johnson with the sack. Loss of 8 on the play, and this will certainly affect the play call here, backed up to your own 4-yard line.
Well, inside rush on the tight end line and really, but here we go.
2nd and 23, keep it on the ground. It's Johnson, and he gets it across the 5-yard line to the 6. Just a gain of 2 on the play. Hill Green there made the play, the rookie out of Alabama.
So I tend to think it's more of a cramp going here in the second half.
And Emmett Johnson has shined at the running back position. That's one of my big takeaways today. Throwing from his own end zone. Nussmeier's going to take a shot. And Brownlee, I thought he had it.
I thought he did too.
Jason Brownlee, the third-year man out of Southern Mississippi. Almost had a chance for a huge play there. Xavier Smith backs up to his own 37, makes a guy miss into Chiefs territory, gets to the outside. Xavier Smith gets it to the Chiefs 27-yard line. What a game, boy, it'd be nice for these guys. I realize it won't count in the regular season, but just to get back to the culture of winning around here. Good play there as they get it to the outside.
Yes.
Oregon, Ole Miss, and Tulane. That's tough running there from Dean Connors. It is a different world. These guys bounce around. It used to be that if a guy went to 2 schools, that was sort of the max. But now you see guys, depending on their situation, playing time.
All Power 4 cornerbacks. Number 2 on that list, Monsieur Delane.
Love it. Good stuff, Matt.
Matt bringing it.
1st and goal. And Connors is brought down. A gain of 1. Tanner McAllister makes the tackle. McAllister played his college ball at Ohio State.
Been involved with some 1-on-1 and some 7-on-7, but they're hoping to get him in some team action and even into the game next week.
Connors, and he's in. Touchdown Rams. Dean Connors gets the score. And the Rams retake the lead 12-9.
Impressive punt return that the Rams had, and they took advantage of the field position.
Harrison Mevis on for the extra point attempt. Extra point is on the way, and it is good. Here we are ready to get play going again. It'll be Mevis to kick it off. A high boot. DeJesus getting Patrick through those tough grinding days, and I'd like Trent to talk about a little bit more after this play. Oladokin in a quarterback. We talk about, obviously, modern medicine's changing all the time, but for you, how hard were some of those early days in the recovery and the grind to get back on the field?
Well, and that's the thing, and it's important that we pointed out Julie there, and that was very similar to what I did.
Yeah.
You go in, you rehab in the morning, you take a couple-hour break, and you rehab more in the afternoon, and having that connection, with your trainer, and there's going to be good days and bad days.
Rams think they have an interception, waiting for an official signal, and yes, the Rams have it. McPherson gets the interception.
We end up changing the team, bringing a lot of new faces, a lot of younger guys in. I'm getting younger, and we're excited. We're excited about it.
You agree? Is he getting younger, George?
Feels like it. It's the strongest and the fastest he's ever been. So
when we spoke earlier this week, George and Chris, I think
it's catching up. But we got to take advantage of these opportunities we have. You never know how many more years we got in this game, and how many more years we're going to have.
To see your friends from high school and back home, now with your football friends and everyone on the dance floor. Give us a peek behind the curtain into the wedding madness.
there was a whole lot of stuff going on. I had uncles, cousins, people I grew up with, people from high school.
Into regular season, and then playoff is a different level, but getting them repetition, getting them up to game speed. And I think we got some dogs in the room. I'm looking forward to see how they produce this.
Those first 2 guys on the list, got to remember, coming off the edge.
Yeah.
Chris, a lot of his are,
Breaking news here from
yes,
Trent Green.
exactly. In case nobody heard.
Oladokin with plenty of time, surveys the field. Does he hold on? No. Omari Evans the target. It was a good-looking throw. Nick Anderson in coverage for the Rams. Looking to pin him deep. And Smith calls for the fair catch at his own 12-yard line. 34 yards on the punt. Little less than 10 minutes to go in this one.
Bring him in. So, yes, looking for those types of results. You're right, Ari.
Simpson, and it's incomplete. There's flags at the 20-yard line. And they were looking for Mark Redmond there.
And that's why Tennessee paid him what they did, right? And unfortunately for the Titans and for L'Jarius, a couple years of injuries is really what held him back. So trying to find that spark, trying to find that health, come back into a system that he's very familiar with, and that's why they don't have to do all three. But you would like to limit it to just one spot, so you can focus in and specialize in that one spot.
Mark Redmond makes the catch. The Rams love to throw to tight ends. They love that
39 with the heat index of 110.
Right. Exactly. Simpson time, boy, he surveys the whole field, checks it down to Dean Connors, and Connors gets into Chiefs territory.
The thing I liked about that, and Simpson, I like the way he worked through the progression. His feet didn't get happy feet as far as like bouncing around. He didn't take off and run when things broke down. He just worked his way through progression and delivered it. Obviously, you'd like to get more pressure.
Play. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Play action. Simpson down the middle of the field, and that is caught. And jumping up off the ground is Brendan Presley to get more yards for the Rams. He gets it down to the 24-yard line.
Stop this surge that's going on right now with this Rams offense.
1st and 10. Simpson from the shotgun. All day to throw down the middle of the field. That is caught. C.J. Daniels sets up the Rams with 1st and goal. 16 yards for C.J. Daniels, and Cam Arnold. Connors is the running back. Play action. Simpson to his left. Throws complete at the 7. And it's Presley making the catch, and he's tackled around the 2-yard line. Wesley Besaint made the tackle. Wilmington. The 2nd and goal from the 2.5. And we've got a flag before the start of the play. Check that, a timeout on the play. So timeout Rams, 6 minutes, 40 seconds.
Los Angeles called its first charge.
2nd and goal. Simpson wants to throw for it, and it's incomplete. Looking for Daniels.
And the guys that have been here for all of it, the Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce's and Chris Jones and James Winchester.
Cast of characters. Simpson to the end zone, caught. Touchdown Rams. Dean Connors with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Surveyed the field nicely, came back. Ball was bobbled, but secured by Connors. Mevis on for the extra point. He tries to extend the Rams' lead. Kick is on the way in. It is good. The Rams now lead the Chiefs
in this game. That cleared by about 10 yards.
Omari Evans across the 15-20, trying to get to the outside. 25-30, cuts it back again, and this time he'll be smothered. And around the 25-yard line, I think forward progress. So next they go up against and gives them good looks during the week. Here he gets that to Jeff Weimer, the rookie out of West Virginia. Speaking of rookies, Peter Woods is with Kimmy Checks.
Hey guys, have our rookie defensive season game. You really wanted to focus on the little things like your hand placement as well as your footwork on throughout this training camp and getting you ready ahead of the season.
I mean, so much stuff that, I can't even name. I mean, from being a pro in the meeting room, on the field, nutrition, those are guys that, I'm blessed to have in my room. And they do everything right, great examples of what it's like to be a pro in this league. So, as long as I'm up under.
And give Chiefs Kingdom a little jingle.
Yeah, for Chiefs Kingdom. You gonna sing it with me?
I'll sing it with you. Let me make sure I know it. You start and I'll hop in.
It's Love by Keisha Cole.
Oh, yeah, I got you, bet.
Entertain your teammates with some singing, why not? And Kimmy wasn't scared to get in the mix. Oladokin, deep drop. Now he'll step up. He's going to take off and run. And Oladokin gets just into Rams territory. Sets up a more manageable 3rd down for Curran. Made the play there for the Rams after a gain of 8. Preseason. Oladokin, that's on time and on target. It's going to be a first down. Trey Watson with the catch. Watson.
Like, you need the lights turned off in the meeting. You need breakfast brought in the morning. You know, you need me to play DB in practice. You need me to run special teams and scout teams.
He ended up having a great career.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, obviously the appreciation is there, and what I was from a longevity standpoint, from a starting standpoint, and Oladokin having a chance there on the out route, but sales a little too high. You know, that's probably why I had such an appreciation for it when it didn't. They're just looking for an opportunity, right? And there's, whether it happens on one of these two teams or the other 30 teams in the NFL, you know, you're trying to make an impression. Nice completion there. Who's that? Brenning Stool. You know, some opportunities like this. I mean, I remember being on the street, and I was able to put together a touchdown drive. And Frank Wycheck, who ended up going to the Titans and had a hell of a career with the Titans, but it was the two of us. You would have thought we completed, and it was like a Super Bowl, just because it was see a nice dump off there, working through his progression.
That's Jaden Ott, rookie running back out of Oklahoma. Big play there.
But it's just things like this, right? It's late in the preseason game. You put in all the work at training camp, the offseason. You know, here you go. You get a catch on a little check down. You're able to pick up a first down, get out of bounds. Probably could have had a face mask there at the end.
It's a fun connection here with Jaden Ott. He's actually reunited with his running back coach from the University of Oklahoma, DeMarco Murray, who took over as Chiefs running back coach back in February. Well, prior to his time in Norman, Ott was an All-American at Cal. Injuries got in the way of a big season with the Sooners last year, but now Murray gets a second chance to work with Ott here in Kansas City, and here he is making plays.
Pretty cool story. Second down. Oladokin. Time. Now he's going to move out to his left. Going to cut it back to his right. Directing traffic. Hoping, and then he throws it away. But that play is an example of why he's a good scout team quarterback.
Getting an impression on someone else, or things happen. You know, long way to go here in the preseason, but Oladokin is definitely earned his opportunities.
Third down, he's going to try to run for it, and he'll go down about the 8-yard line to get him
here, and then you're only down 8, so I'm sure they'll try an onside kick.
26-yard attempt is on the way.
So touchdown in a